If you're a B2B business and you're still relying on ads or cold outreach that lands in spam, listen up. This will save you tens of thousands of dollars and book you real appointments every single week. I'm Jordan Zecker, founder and CEO of Prospecting Partners. 3 years ago, I was exactly where you are at right now. I was running my own business, spending $15,000 plus a month on ads with terrible results. Half the leads were junk. The other half never answered the phones. My sales team was sitting around with nothing to do, and I was hemorrhaging cash. I tried hiring agencies. They charged me $5,000 a month, gave me a dashboard I couldn't understand. When I asked questions, they say, trust the process, while my bank account got smaller and smaller. I tried cold email tools like Instantly, Lemlist, Apollo, you name it, my emails went straight to spam. My reputation burned, my domains trashed. That's when I realized something. Everyone was using the same broken systems, the same public infrastructure, the same generic approaches that stopped working years ago. When I began doing cold email over a decade ago, it was super easy. You sent a generic message, you booked 3 to 5 appointments a day. Now the game has gotten tremendously much more difficult. So we decided to build something different. We have now perfected the art of cold email in 2025. We are sending up hundreds of thousands to millions of emails every single month with 99.4% deliverability rate. That's right, 99% of the emails end up in the inbox, not in spam, in the primary inbox. And let me tell you something, it is 1,000 times harder today than it was back then. But here's what most people don't understand. The harder it gets for everyone else, the bigger the opportunity for those who do it right. Cold outreach in 2025 is more about being a developer than it is about being a marketer. Spammers overseas have destroyed public warm-up tools. ESPs like Google and Outlook are smarter than ever, and AI spam filters can detect generic copy instantly. And the result, most cold emails never even reach the inbox. So while everyone else is failing, we are thriving. And here's exactly why your cold emails are not working. You are sending the same generic messages over and over again, and AI spam filters recognize patterns instantly. Second, your data sucks. It's outdated, unverified, or scraped from the same sources everyone else uses. You're using public warm-up pools that Google and Outlook have already identified and blacklisted. You're blasting tracking pixels and links that trigger spam filters before your message is even read. Domain setup, amateur hour. No proper DNS, no reputation building, no domain swapping, no monitoring whatsoever. Most platforms today, like Lemlist, Instantly, Woodpecker, are using the same broken infrastructure that everyone else is using, and Google knows it. These are not just tools anymore. They're spam factories that burn your reputation and waste your money. Meanwhile, big agencies are getting rich, keeping you trapped in their system, charging tens of thousands of dollars a month, marking up your data 300%, and when it doesn't work, they blame your offer. You don't own anything, you can't see how it works, and when you want to leave, you're back to square one. Now, it's a rigged game designed to keep you dependent and broke. But here's the key. We flipped the script. Here's what we built instead. A multi-channel, outbound powerhouse system that's sending 50 to 100,000 to 500,000 to 1 million plus emails per month for clients, and our emails actually land in the inbox. We're using private sending infrastructure with dedicated IPs for each client, not shared pools that burn everyone when one person screws it up. We've built AI warm-up pools where inboxes actually have real conversations with each other, not robotic exchanges that scream automation to spam filters. We do real-time inbox placement testing in actual Google and Outlook accounts, so we know exactly where your email lands, not just hope that they get delivered. We use ESP matching, Gmail to Gmail, Outlook to Outlook, because we discovered that cross-platform sending triggers additional security. We rotate domains before they get burned. Our monitoring system actually catches reputations drop before they become problems. But here's the key difference. You own everything. The infrastructure, the data, the copy, the systems. When you're done working with us, you have an asset, not a dependency. Most agencies are renting you results. We build you a machine. But infrastructure is only half the battle. The other half is relevance. Now, most people are grabbing a list from Apollo, plugging it into ChatGPT, and blasting out the same generic pitch to everyone. That is digital spam, and everyone knows it. We use multiple AI language models, Claude, GPT, Perplexity, to research every single prospect before we write a single word of copy. We scan their website's copy, their customer reviews, their testimonials, their LinkedIn posts, their recent company news. We find out what problems their own customers are complaining about, what solutions they're already selling, what language they use to describe their pain points. Then we craft emails that sound exactly like they came from someone who actually understands their business. So when they open your email, it doesn't feel like spam. It feels like insight. And that's why our reply rate is 15% when the industry average is 3%. That's why our cost per qualified meeting is $23, while most companies pay $300 plus through ads. So let me show you what this looks like in practice. We worked with a marketing agency in New York that was spending $12,000 a month on Facebook ads with terrible results. Within 48 hours of launching our system, they had 20 qualified leads, 6 meetings booked, 5 showed, and 1 closed for $5,000 a month. The first client paid our entire setup fee and more. We helped a SaaS company go from 50 grand to 150 grand in monthly revenue in 90 days. They tripled their revenue in 3 months. They were sick of paid ads, tired of cold calling, and cold email opened up a whole new world for them. The founder told us it was like having a sales team that never sleeps. We helped school webmasters connect with superintendents, public and private schools. They booked a qualified appointment within 24 hours of launching their first day live. We've worked with medical cannabis companies targeting doctors and getting appointment with decision makers who never respond to traditional marketing. We are typically generating 30 to 50 appointments per month per client, where most clients are seeing their first leads within the first 24 hours, and the first paying client is typically coming within the first 7 days. But let me paint you a picture of what this really means for your business. Imagine waking up every morning to a pipeline full of qualified prospects who actually want to talk to you. Picture this, having so many leads that you can actually be selective with who you want to work with, only working with the clients you know you can absolutely serve at the highest level, who are going to give you the least amount of headaches. What would it feel like to never worry about where your next client is coming from? What would change in your business if you had a predictable system that generated quality appointments every single week? How much more confident would you be in your planning, your hiring, your investing, and growing back into your own business? What it would mean to you, your family, your stress levels, your sleep, if you knew the leads were handled? That's what we built for our clients. Not just a lead generation system, but peace of mind. Now, I know what you're thinking, because I hear these questions and concerns on every single call. Number one, how is this different from other cold email agencies? Simply, you own the system. Most agencies are renting you the results and keep you trapped. We build you an asset, hand you the keys. When we're done, you have infrastructure, data, copy, and systems that belong to you. What if I'm in a niche industry? We've worked with everyone, from marketing agencies to SaaS companies to medical cannabis to school districts to HVAC contractors. If there's an addressable market size and you have a solid offer, we can help. The more the niche, the better. Less competition, higher relevance. How much work is required from my team? Minimal. The system runs on autopilot. When someone replies, our AI enriches their contact info, finds their phone number, or either calls them instantly or sends a personalized follow-up message within minutes. It's speed to lead automation. Your team just takes the qualified sales calls. Isn't the data going to be expensive for all these emails? Yes, normally it would be, but we also own the data infrastructure. We're scraping from Apollo Zoom info, and we enrich it in real time. No markup, no monthly data fees. You pay once, we build it, you own it. I tried cold email before and it didn't work. Of course it didn't. You're using generic messages, bad data, outdated tech. Our AI research creates truly personalized emails that sound like they came from someone in their industry, and our private infrastructure ensures they actually get delivered. If they don't get delivered, it doesn't matter how good the copy is. This is starting to sound too good to be true. Yeah, I get it. I was skeptical too. And here's why most people fail and why our system works. Most people try to do this with consumer-grade tools and generic approaches. We built enterprise-grade infrastructure and custom AI research. It's like comparing a bicycle to a Ferrari. They both have wheels, but that's about where the similarity ends. What if it doesn't work for my business? Well, that's exactly why we have our guarantee. If we don't book you at least 10 qualified appointments in the first 30 days, we continue to work for free until we do, so you literally cannot lose. Now, let me be clear about your alternatives. You can keep spending tens of thousands of dollars per month on ads that barely work and keep getting more expensive and keep making Mark Zuckerberg richer and richer, while your competitors are booking meetings for pennies on the dollar. You can hire more salespeople at 100 grand each, plus benefits, training, management headaches. You can try and figure this out yourself and waste months burning domains and ruining your reputation. Or you can let us build you a system that works 24/7, generates qualified appointments every single week, and becomes a valuable asset you own inside your business forever. So here's exactly what your system includes. 5 to 10 custom domains with full DNS setup, 10 to 20 professionally warmed inboxes, 30 emails per day per inbox is 30 to 60,000 emails per month. Real-time inbox placement testing and automated rotation. AI-enriched, triple validated prospect data. Custom 3 to 5 step email sequences written specifically for your offer. AI appointment setters that call leads within minutes of reply. And best of all, complete system ownership, domains, data, copy, everything. And when someone replies interested, our system instantly enriches their contact info, finds the mobile phone number, and either calls them or sends them a personalized follow-up within minutes. Most agencies are charging $5,000, $15,000. I know agencies charging $50,000 per month in ongoing retainers, and they mark up everything. So we've flipped the model completely. We have a one-time build-out that you will own starting at $5,000, and again, you own all of it. After that, you can pay per lead, pay per appointment, or plug in your own team and let it run on its own. No monthly retainers, no data markups, no long-term contracts. You own the asset. But here's the thing. We can only take on 10 new clients per month because of the intensive custom setup required. And every day you wait, your competitors are booking the meetings you should be getting. So while you're thinking about it, they're talking to your prospects. While you're comparing options, they're closing more deals. The market doesn't wait for anyone. So here's exactly what happens next. Click the button below, book a quick 15 qualification call with our team. This isn't a sales pitch, it's a strategy session where we'll audit your current approach and see if you're a fit for our system. We'll ask you about your offer, your market, your current lead gen, and your goals. If it makes sense for both of us, we'll show you exactly how we build your system and what results you can expect. If it doesn't make sense, we'll tell you that too, and we'll do our best to point you in the right direction. This isn't marketing fluff. This is data engineering meets AI-powered demand generation. It works, it scales, and you own it. If you're tired of no replies, if you're ready to actually land in the inbox and talk to qualified prospects every single day, you want a system that works while you sleep and becomes more valuable over time, let's build your outbound powerhouse machine together. Click below and let's get started. Remember, we only work with 10 new clients per month. Spots are filling up fast. Don't let your competition get there first. Click the button below now. We look forward to meeting you and seeing you on the call.